Right, so the T7 Spitfire MK.IX, as you can see, it isn't fully upgraded on mine. Quite a nice little plane. Obviously the T8's an awful lot stronger. For this team deathmatch, so I've taken off the bombs. I tend to demount the entire upgrade. Not entirely sure whether it makes much of a difference, in the sense of, is it the rack that gives the -5 maneuverability, or is it the bombs themselves? I don't take that chance. I'm not really going to use this plane in base defense at all, as obviously you've got your heavy bombers, heavy fighters, sorry, your gargoyle T4 or T6, depending on how far you got within the league, premium planes, those sort of things. So let's have a look then. I'm not the best at playing with this plane. I've got everything I need there. Now I'm not entirely sure on ammo, so maybe someone could correct me on this. I tend to favour AP generally, with most planes. Now with the T7 Spitfire, as far as I'm aware, it's got two 20mm cannons. Now I tend to use AP with cannons. Again, it's just a personal preference. I've been through several. I also, in a quick game, with the chances of them being bots, I don't tend to want to spend too much silver, obviously to maximise the gains that I'm going to get from the game. So make sure it's team deathmatch, default bombs again, because I haven't got the upgrade sorted out. Hopefully we'll get into this fairly quickly, and I'll try and give you an idea of how I tend to fly it. Again, it might not necessarily be the best way. Spitfires and me don't really go together. I haven't played with them much. Several members within my squadron do, and obviously I'll encourage them to upload a video. Players like War Thunder, Typhoon Guns, and Stalgo especially did really well in the league in his T8 Spitfire. Okay, so it's 1v1 then. Myself against Top War. So I would try and gain height with the Spitfire. Generally, I believe, as they were in the war, that they would be used to come out of the clouds. Now SU is up there. I'm pretty sure if I brake, turn in too much, I can catch up with him there and hopefully take him out. Yep, there we go. Spitfires in general, fairly weak wings. I'm not too worried about the bots at the moment. I'm going to try and find Mr. SU, whatever his name is. Top War, there he is. He's obviously coming at me. I've evaded. Coming in, and I'll do it again. Try and get on his tail, which I can do. Come in onto the cockpit if I can. There we go. Okay, missed the cockpit. But again, that's my drift. So height with Spitfires I think is key, because I can come down on this heavy bomber, move it into position, and miss it completely. Yeah, too much speed. Slam the brakes, close. Okay, so I'm going to try now, ignore the bots again. Rock you with my Hurricane isn't my first concern. Now he's on my tail. I know that because I can see it in the little mini map in the corner. And he's above me. That's the wrong one. There, mess that up completely. Ignore that part. Not very good with using the full mini map at all. I'm still 2-1 up on him, and we're obviously quite heavily up in the game. Now Top War's pilot's injured. Take my speed down into the green. tend to find it helps with aiming, and I also tend to burst fire a little bit. That comes from my T8s upwards to T9s. I tend to find it more accurate. Now, with the Spitfire, I can get in on his cockpit and away onto the next target. A little evade there will open up the angle quite nicely. Oh, there for the cockpit. Move up with my aim. Done. Okay. Now, I can probably take out this target over here, the other bot, before he gets to me. There's a heavy bomber, so maybe not. Now, see, I tend to brake a little bit into turn again, come over the top of him, and he should be below me now. There he is. Okay, so the bots took them out for me, but obviously I'd had him any second there. I changed my name to Typhoon Tang with just a little bit of humour to do with pretending to be a bot just to mess with a few people. Not brilliant, not awful, but a lot better than SU Top Wall.